Hi everyone, welcome to Our Philippine Life. I'm Todd, this is Leilani,
Hi.
and Hazel's at work. I just want to give you a brief update on where we're at, what's going on. We did not purchase the lot at Summit Point. We liked it a lot. I really thought it was a good piece of property, but at the last minute, they tried to stick me with a 150,000 peso capital gains tax, which is my understanding of real estate. The seller always pays capital gains tax, not the buyer. And I didn't really want to pay that, so we did not buy it. Also, Hazel feels very strongly that she wants to be there in person to look over the property before we make a decision to buy. She's also wanting to check the bank foreclosure listings, and because one of her sisters recently got a very good deal through a bank by checking out their foreclosed properties. So she wants to take a look at that too. We're looking at several different places. There's Lipa City, which is a high elevation, a little bit cooler, a reasonably nice city, from what I'm told. There is San Pablo, San Pablo to the east of that, which is also a very pretty place. They have some large lakes there, lots of trees, very scenic, quiet. And they've got an SM mall, they've got at least one major hospital. So that sounds good. And then there's the land to the east of Antipolo, Rizal, which they're currently developing, but you can tell Manila is moving eastward. And so if you know where Antipolo is, just look to the east of that and you'll see all kinds of land that is being developed out there. And Antipolo also has an SM mall.
And I'm hiding.
And Leilani's hiding, I don't know why. So that's kind of what we're thinking of. As far as when we will leave, it really depends. We've got the money we need in the bank, but my pension won't start until December of 2017 or maybe January of 2018. Once we have my pension coming in, we can pay our monthly bills in the Philippines. We have placed our beachfront lot up for sale about a month ago on OLX and a couple of other sites. And we did have one OFW inquire about it, and they are coming back to the Philippines January of 2017. If they buy it, then we'll have enough money to live on until I get my pension, and we'll just move right away. If they do not buy it, then we would probably wait until July of 2018, or at least until January of 2018, so that we have our pension and maybe a little extra money saved. But there is something else that has caught our attention last night that we're trying to monitor and see if it poses a threat to us or not. And that is Deutsche Bank, which is the biggest bank of Germany and one of the biggest banks in all of Europe, apparently is having financial trouble. In fact, they may be on the verge of collapsing. Apparently, this all began about 3 years ago when one of their investors tried to withdraw his gold from the bank, and the bank didn't have it and couldn't produce it. And then a series of other events unfolded until now.
And then holding a penny in my hand.
until now, a lot of financial experts are questioning whether or not Deutsche Bank is on the verge of financial collapse. Chancellor Merkel of Germany has said that the German government will not bail out Deutsche Bank. So if it's true that they really are in a crisis, there are only two solutions that I can think of. Because you know the banksters that run the bank, they're not going to take the loss. They'll have to pass it on to somebody. So that will either go to their investors, who will lose a lot of money. If you've got money saved at Deutsche Bank or invested in some way with Deutsche Bank, I would be concerned about that. Because the same thing happened in Greece and a year or so ago, and they froze everybody's assets and confiscated about half of all the wealth that they had in order to liquidate their debts. And if that happens at Deutsche Bank, the ripple effects will affect all of Europe, the UK, Canada, and the United States. And I don't know what would happen to our money, which is currently in a U.S. bank. We're trying to transfer our money to the Philippines. And if we can get our money there now, while the exchange rate is very good, I think it's like 47.58 or 85, something like that. It's pretty high. So it would be advantageous to us if we could get our money there soon. And then once we arrive in person, we will buy a car and very quickly drive around, try to find where we want to live, and invest the cash into a house and lot. And that way, no matter what happens to our bank account, we will own the property, free and clear. And I would feel a lot better if we could make that happen. I doubt that it'll happen this year. It might happen next year, especially if we can sell our beachfront lot. We could be there in February, March of 2017. Otherwise, it just really depends on what happens to the global economy and what's going to be happening here. We don't know yet, but we're watching it. We are concerned, and I hope that wherever your money is sitting, it's in a safe place. Real estate's the best investment, and gold and silver. Those are the things that are always worth something, and especially land. So we'll let you know if we're going to be moving sooner rather than later. But we're hoping that the global market stabilizes and everything is okay. So stay tuned. We'll certainly let you know. We hope you're okay wherever you're at. Thank you for subscribing and watching our videos.
Don't forget the banana.
And come back and see us soon.
And don't forget the banana and have a boo-boo.
Yes, Leilani has a boo-boo.
Can I